right, everyone, welcome in as we get rolling on a
Marvelous Monday.
marvelous, magnificent, majestic, non-mundane, non-mediocre. You just have to put a non in there on some of these words. Rick, you have an extensive vocabulary. What would you say for an M?
An M?
Yes. I love
You've
that.
already done all the good ones, like magnificent, magnanimous.
Oh, see, this is why. This is why.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
You did marvelous. Too.
Marvelous. Welcome in. I forgot to wear purple today, guys. But I turned on the purple light. I've got a little purple light going on.
That.
Welcome in as we get rolling. Happy Monday. Kaye, good to see you. You know what I miss the most? Doing this right here. There we go. Rick, good to see you. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome in,
I'll do
brother.
it for you.
He could lean just a little bit further and you could do his.
If I lean any farther, I'll fall.
Oh, yeah. Here. Just a little. Hold up. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good.
A lot of grunting on the mic there.
I needed to pop the C5 or whatever. I don't know what they're numbered.
I don't know.
Well, welcome in, everybody, as we get rolling. Kyle Kreiner in studio hanging out today. We pay him now for studio audience. So we're in debt right now, but thank you, Kyle, for being here.
See, you need a little camera up there in the corner that looks at the audience.
The new studio is going to have something like that.
Okay.
We're going to have like a full studio cam coming at you from the corner,
I like it.
and a TV in the background.
Like that one?
Yes.
That doesn't work?
No, that one used to.
I know. What
Used
happened?
to. We found out that when we had the preview monitor on, it takes resources away from the computer, and we noticed that everybody, even though the audio was there, you'd be like this, and then all of a sudden it would go really fast, or it would kind of stutter around, kind of like me.
That makes sense.
So-
So you need more processing power in your PC.
I've had this laptop, no joke, for 10 years.
It's time.
It's time.
Got an i5 in it? i7?
i7. Yes, I love the computer talk. Yes. You know, out of all the fun, Kaye, that Rick and I have had, we've never sat around and talked technology, have we?
That's because you'd be talking over my head.
No, but you're a tech guy also.
Well, I know a little bit, not nearly as much as you do.
No, but we've never had that conversation before. Well, yeah, no, don't say that phrase.
Enough to be dangerous.
Kaye, is there any
I was
phrases?
going to say my favorite computer is my old Toshiba that you made me get rid of many years ago. Because it was too old.
Is it like the old, like a Toshiba laptop?
It had like
I called it
Windows
Old
3
Faithful,
on
too.
it.
You what?
It had like Windows 3 on
You got
it.
Windows 3.1.
Yeah.
When you turn it on, and it's a laptop.
It was Old Faithful. It's
It was
still
very old.
It's funny we're having that conversation because yesterday the algorithm is always listening, and I was talking to someone about the old Apple computers yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the little Macs, the black and white ones that they released in '84, and all of a sudden on my feed, I almost bought it. It was one of those ads that almost got me. It was this little. I dare to say the word cute, but it was. I'm just going to say it was this cute little 80. Kyle's walking out. It was this 84 Mac, and it was a alarm clock. But it was the cutest little thing. It was this little tiny Mac, had a little screen on it, and it was an alarm clock. And the way that you activated it, it had a little tiny disc, and you had to put the original little disc in there to get it to turn on. Because you remember those computers, you had to have it didn't have a hard drive. Yeah, boot disc. See, he's more tech than all of us over here. Well, hey, we are here. Let us know you're out there as we get rolling here on this Monday. As always, a big thank you to everybody for coming in. How about episode number 624? Big thank you, as always, to Elliot Herzig from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. Christmas right around the corner, so put in your jewelry orders now. And, of course, here on this Monday, couldn't be here without Kaye and Rick Boehning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. So they have been serving this county in an area for over 27 years and early childhood development.
28.
Over 27, yeah, 28.
Yeah, that would be over 27, all right.
Well, that would see, but I could say, well, they've been serving for over 5 years. You know?
It'd still be correct.
But 28 years now and counting, they have been serving this community. And I want to encourage you, the time has changed and our routine has remained the same. And I'm so thankful for y'all because, where we go, the school, that building opens up at 6:30. But, I mean, you've got folks over at the other school, at 5, getting in there early?
Yeah.
And that makes for a long day. And I want to challenge people this morning. Last night I cruised through Arby's. I don't get over to Arby's a whole lot. How do you say? Is it gyro? Is that how you say Gyro? Those Greek.
Gyro.
What? How do you say it?
Gyro.
Gyro. I want to say like euro. You're like, it's not money. But I bought one of those. It was really good. And the young lady, and I bring this up for a reason, the young lady there was so friendly yesterday. And I'd went through about a month ago, and it was the same young lady. And so I just told her, I said, I just wanted to thank you for being so friendly and so nice. And she goes, well, I'm just here to serve people. And I said, I know, but you're in a business to where, people can be nasty. And she goes, well, I know. And I told her a story about my wife being in the service industry. Now, it's not an easy industry to be in, but it's not easy to be in education either, especially when you are dealing with someone's children. And y'all do such a phenomenal job of taking care of things. And if nothing's ever going to go smooth 100% anywhere. But anytime there's a little blip on the radar, and let me put it this way, a scrape on the knee, that makes more sense. Anytime there's a little scrape on the knee, y'all have always been so good about notifying parents and letting them know. And I want to encourage you, if you're looking for that childhood development place, a place where your child is going to learn and grow, I don't know of a better place here throughout this area than Tomorrow's Promise. That's why our children go there. They are growing, they are thriving, and they're doing extremely well. And every time I look at my children, Kaye, and I hear the words that come out of their mouth and their little phrases and all that they do, I attribute a lot of that to how y'all teach them. So
Don't be blaming us.
yeah. Well, they don't hang out around you, Rick, so don't worry. So if it was
It's a good thing.
they're hanging out around Rick, they may have this extensive vocabulary that nobody can understand. So but it is good, and I wanted to acknowledge that this morning as we get started. Think about this week and this day, and maybe there's someone that you cross paths with every day that you don't necessarily take for granted, but you just don't think about it. Many folks go to Starbucks every morning, or they'll go to McDonald's every day. I'm trying to lay off of that. But think about the folks that you cross paths with every day, and maybe do something a little different this week. Maybe write them a note, maybe acknowledge something, maybe just a thank you card that says thank you for all that you do. I know here at church, Molly comes in and brings coffee now.
Yeah. I saw her that this morning.
She's very sweet.
Just forget me completely, but that's okay.
She's listening, so next week she'll bring it.
I always bring my own.
Hey, and I forgot to tell you, if y'all ever need to refill those, we get the carrier on the corner. So
I never have to refill it.
it's just a look. It's this coffee look.
I just pretend like I'm drinking out of it.
But she writes cards, and I'll tell you the simple gesture of a card goes such a long way. It's one of the kindest things that I receive is a handwritten note. Molly does that all the time for a lot of people. So that's just kind of how I wanted to start off. And we are here, a new month. Happy November, Kaye. Nice chilly day outside today.
Yeah, I had to find this thing called a coat.
It's a jacket.
Well,
What's the difference? Coat and
Jackets
jacket.
are lighter.
yeah.
And a coat's like a
It's
so
that
that
stiff thing.
so then why do they say like put on a heavy coat? Aren't all coats pretty heavy?
Oh, some are heavier. Ain't that right, Kyle? He would know.
What? Yeah, some coats are pretty heavy. There was a up North Dakota State plays South Dakota State. I know this doesn't relate to this area, but there's a story behind it because we're talking about coats and jackets. They call the South Dakota, they're the jackrabbits, so they call them the bunnies. And a guy that I used to work with, very talented in the radio business, he moved from there after 15 years or so, or 10 years to Utah, and then he got a call in Nashville, and he works for country music radio there in Nashville, and that's in that area. That's a pretty big deal, to work at a country music station. But he still supports North Dakota State. And on his Instagram reel, I'm hoping it was fake, but he puts on every year a coat that's supposed to be bunny rabbits. And he does that too because of that big rivalry between those two schools. And I saw that. I just started laughing because I'm like, man, is that? And I think he put a disclaimer that said, don't worry, this isn't real bunny fur. But I mean, that thing was loaded to the ground. So when you said coat, I thought that's a coat, not a jacket. Yeah. That's very heavy.
Yeah, rabbit fur used to be the big thing to have if you didn't have chinchilla.
Chinchilla, what is that?
You've never heard of a chinchilla coat?
No.
It's a little fuzzy animal they kill to make coats out of.
So soft.
Is it like a rabbit?
Oh, it's much softer than a rabbit.
Chinchilla. Mm-hmm. You remember back in the day, I don't know how this became a fad, and I pray that they weren't real. The rabbit's feet. Do you remember those things?
They were real.
Were they really?
They were.
Good night. I didn't even think about that. We never.
See that rabbit with a little.
It's cute little fuzzy tail at the end. Good thing they have rabbit's tails, because those are the. No, I didn't even think about that until the other day, because we were talking about something, and I said, "My goodness, where does every child had one of those things?"
I have one.
Did
and
you
it
really?
looked real to me.
Where did you get them at?
Well, I don't know. Somebody gave it to me. I'm sure.
The dollar store had them.
TG&Y.
Yeah. I think TG&Y sold them.
I think so too.
Good. Nah, you think about the things that people used to do and didn't even think about.
Yeah, we're old. We can remember.
Wow.
I don't know how Kyle knows because he's not that old.
Like, I remember my grandpa used to make slingshots, and I remember going to the store and you could buy a slingshot. Now they have restrictions on a lot of that, even slingshots now. I was at a store the other day, and I saw one, and this particular store said you had to be 18 to buy a slingshot.
Well, some of them are pretty powerful. The wrist rocket, those things kill animals with that one.
That's what my grandpa, he used to. I don't know if squirrel is still a thing. It's just a weird discussion, but I don't know if people still eat squirrel. Was that ever?
If you're
Some parts
desperate
of the
enough, you
country.
do.
Yeah, some parts of the country they do.
And possum.
Well, my grandpa used to eat squirrel. He said it was really good. So that was like a little pocket of Georgetown back in the day. The squirrel hunters would gather, I guess, in this field. But that's what he would do. He would pop them with a slingshot. That's what he would do, and it wasn't for sport. I mean, he would literally do it for food. So, anyways, that's our discussion this morning. Kaye, let's tie that into tomorrow's promise. We won't hunt squirrels. We will draw squirrels. And we will show you the right color to color them and teach you to stay within the lines. Which, by the way...
Still working on that.
Yeah. By the way, one thing that I've been very impressed with, and I'm sure y'all teach them. I didn't even ask you this, Kaye. I'm sure y'all teach, like, color coordination or matching. Because now Braylon... at not even 4 years old, is starting to throw fits when things don't match. And she knows her socks matches her shoes and her pants and her shirt. She understands all of that. I'm sure, I know y'all go through the colors, but we didn't teach her math at school.
It's a lesson.
I never learned it. I used to wear plaid and paisley.
One of the lessons, sometimes we get a bunch of different colors of socks and stuff, and we do a sock matching exercise, which is lost on the teenagers nowadays because they go to school without socks that don't match.
Yeah, that's the end thing. They have socks that don't match.
I do have we're gonna take a break here in just a few moments. We do have our friends from CASA here today as well, and I appreciate them dropping by. I do want to say I want anyone to answer this, especially men out there, but maybe some women. Do you wear long enough? I guess your shoes are high enough to where if you're not thinking about it, or maybe you are thinking about it, sometimes you don't wear matching socks. I have a full disclaimer: when I wear boots, probably 80% of the time the socks don't match. Kaye, when I wear boots, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. We do have one head shaking in agreement. A female is shaking her head. She knows what I'm talking about. So, but
my socks always match. I only got 4 pair.
Well, on a day like today, when I wear like tennis shoes, and I make sure the ankle socks match. But if I'm wearing longer shoes that you can't see the socks, there are days to where maybe they're not put up right. I'm just throwing that out there. We have a nice sock bin, and it's a mixture of children's socks.
I have a sock drawer that's got everything in it.
And is it? Are they bundled up, or are they?
They're bundled. They're together in pairs.
It depends on the rush of the laundry day. If it's a rushed laundry day, Kaye, we're just picking.
Well, if you buy the same pair of
There's only
of
2 of
socks, you buy the same pair of colored socks like he does, then it's just a matter of how thin the sock is, whether there's a hole in the heel or not. But they all
Those
match.
go in the trash.
Mine have to be, like, when I wear these, they have to be the same ones. It's weird. Like, I don't know what it is, but even if it's missing some of them have, like a design on it or whatever, a logo. If one of them doesn't have the logo, even though they look the same, it drives me nuts. Is that OCD or something?
It would be OCD for me if my socks didn't match.
And I think
But it doesn't matter if you're wearing boots. There's a little disconnect.
I know,
there.
I don't understand it. And I think it's because I can, like, see the ankle, but when I have the boots on, I don't think about it. But when I wear tennis shoes, I think about it. Anyways, that's a very important discussion to get your gears turning here. Very important this morning. And if you struggle with that, Don't pass that on to your children. Take them to Tomorrow's Promise. They will teach them how to match so they won't grow up having that OCD problem about their
Oh,
selves.
until peer pressure comes in, and then they'll non-match.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're going to take a break. A lot happening here this morning as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. Also, stay locked in because every week we get to have Kaye's Monday Mindset. We've got a good one for you. I think week number 4 now as the series continues. And so we're going to talk about that to get your week started off right. We'll step
But you
aside.
already brought up a lead into it, the lady at Arby's.
Yeah, so there you go. That is a hint. The lady at Arby's is your hint. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. Let us know you're out there this morning as we continue promoting and celebrating all things good here in Huntsville. This is your show, as always, brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll be back after this.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information, education.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
This is Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit Radio. Oh.
Welcome back, friends, as we continue on here on this marvelous. As Kaye said, I should have. See, one day when we have our producer, we're gonna be able to clip things, and we would have Kaye's voice right now saying "marvelous," as she said earlier when we started. Marvelous Monday. As we continue on this morning, welcome in. As you're waking up, you're already awake. Time change. So still trying to figure that one out if it's acceptable or not. 75 today, though. Beautiful day lined up here in our community throughout East Texas. 48 tonight. How about tomorrow? 76 and sunny. Kind of that perfect afternoon weather. Beautiful fall weather here. And we will get into the low to mid 80s by the weekend. So maybe a little bit of a warm up, but then things will cool back down early next week. Well, hey, we are here and we have guests from time to time, and we couldn't have our guest on the show if it wasn't for our foundation support, folks like Tomorrow's Promise. And we are so thankful that we get to welcome in at least once a month our great friends from CASA joining us this morning. Laura is here today. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Welcome in. And also Rachel. I know this Rachel is just, the coffee was flowing to the brain. It's good to see all this morning, Rachel and Laura. I know y'all do such incredible work this morning. We are here. Once you pass Halloween, it's okay to say Merry Christmas.
It so is.
Especially at CASA.
Yeah. Tree up yet? Or is that after Thanksgiving?
Normally it would be, but I was out of town this weekend, so
Oh.
You got to give me a couple weeks.
Okay. You're an early Christmas treer. What about you, Rachel? You're a Christmas treer?
Usually, my husband's birthday is right around Thanksgiving, so usually it's always after that. But this year I told him, we have to bump it up. I just need the Christmas. And we have an extra Christmas tree we got to decorate this year more than last year, so probably next week.
Well, if you wanted early, you could have went to Home Depot a month ago. You'd have got your fix.
They were up in July.
Yeah. Now, the only one that's allowed to have it up early, in my opinion, is Hobby Lobby. That's the only one that I'm cool with walking in because you expect. But at Home Depot, I still want to see the Thanksgiving blow-ups before I see the Santa blow-up. Just saying. So.
Well,
Well, Laura, it's great to see you. We have a segment here with you all about CASA. So many wonderful things going on. CASA, by the way, court-appointed special advocates. We do have a lot of new folks that join the show, and so there are a lot of people who don't know what CASA. Laura, just give us a really quick, just for the new folks that are joining, just give us a really quick little Cliff's Note version of CASA and what you guys do.
Sure. CASA stands, like you said, for Court-Appointed Special Advocate. And what that means is we provide advocacy for children that are placed in foster care in the 3 counties we serve, which is Walker, San Jacinto, and Trinity. And we're currently 65 children, and these children are placed in foster care because of neglect or abuse. It's a tough road. It's a tough job for our volunteers who are advocates, but they provide such healing and hope to these children. It's so important.
And Laura, by the way, is the development director. What does that encompass? Kind of a little bit of everything, right?
Well, my job is to provide awareness, obviously, about what CASA is, because so many people get us confused. They don't know what we are. We're really trying to amp that up and let people be aware of the organization and the purpose that we have. But I also provide means for fundraising. We do 4 big fundraising events each year, and so that is my responsibility, is to organize and manage those.
Real quick, we'll pass it to Rachel Drake, who is the program director. Did I get that one right this time? All right. It
Good job.
just took 6 months to get it, Rachel. But Rachel, let us know just kind of a little bit about your role, and then we'll go back to Laura after that and talk about a couple things coming up.
Yeah, so my role has a couple of different sides to it. So part of my role is supervising our advocate supervisors and managing a little bit, not quite so direct case management, but from the background about how cases are going. I pop into court from time to time, just making sure that our advocates and the supervisors have what they need as far as training. I'll set up trainings throughout the year, making sure that we're staying in compliance with all the things that we need to do, which honestly, that's the easiest part of my job, because not only do our advocates do all the minimum standard of the work that is required as a CASA volunteer, but they all just go above and beyond. There's one advocate who her kid is placed, probably close to 3 hours away, 2.5, one way, and she goes and sees him 3 times a month because she knows he needs someone to show up for him that many times. And so they're all doing amazing things like that, and it's just really special. So I do that, and then, pitch in with Laura on Parade of Playhouse float decorating days. And, we're a small team, so we all kind of pitch in on the big things together.
Yeah, well, it's good. Well, Laura, I'll go back to you. I'm so glad to have you all, especially on a Monday. Rick and Kaye are here with Tomorrow's Promise, and they're in the business of children. You guys are in the business of children, and so it ties in quite nicely. And many events coming up. This month, I do want to say real quick, no Food Truck Friday. So Frank's Tacos, not this month. I've been going every month. I love it, by the way. It's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did have to postpone this month. He was not available, but we will be back in December. So everybody needs to come out. I mean, it's a great way to support not only Frank's Tacos and get your fix there, which you don't have to drive to Riverside, so that's even better. But you're supporting CASA, and you're supporting McWilliams as well, because they're providing the place for us to have it. So,
well, that's one event that normally happens, a big event coming up pretty before we know it. Lori, it's always something going on, but the Parade of Playhouses, I'm so glad that y'all brought this back a couple of years ago, and now I know it's been going on for a while, but since you've been there, this will be the third year now. Is that right? I know you told me not to ask you the total.
This will be my second year. I've only been there 2 years.
Okay, I thought it was your third.
No.
It isn't. Wow, okay. So it's Laura's second year. But I know it's going to be successful. We've seen, folks get re-energized and really excited about that. So tell us about this year's Parade of Playhouses.
Well, if you haven't been aware of Parade of Playhouses, I'm not sure where you've been, because we do have a lot of them on display, especially up and down 11th Street. We will have 6 playhouses again this year, and they're all being placed this week. We will have one in New Waverly at the First Financial Bank there, and that's built by Gulf Coast Trade Center. It's super, super cute. I've seen the pictures of it. We will have one in Trinity as well, with Trinity ISD. Their wood shop kids built it, and it is super, super cute. It's being placed hopefully today. And then we have 4 others that are going to be placed up and down 11th Street, at Vera Bank, at Prosperity, at McWilliams, and then one over at First Financial as well. So these are full-size playhouses. These aren't the little tykes that you buy off of Amazon. These are full-size playhouses. They're, well over $4,000 if you were to go out and purchase one. They're beautiful. I've seen one today, this weekend, that Pace Builders built, and it is pink. And it has a chandelier, and it is got a wood seal. It's just gorgeous. It's called She Said, She Shed. Say that 3 times fast.
She said. I can't even say it once.
She said, she shed. You got to say it slow.
Rick's already putting in the raffle tickets for that one for Kaye. So.
But tickets are only $25, or you can buy 5 for $100, and you don't have to be present to win. We'll do the drawing in December on the 9th at the CASA office that evening, and then those winners will be notified. And those beautiful playhouses, she sheds or man caves or whatever you want it to be, will be delivered before Christmas. Last year we did 6 playhouses as well, and I'm telling you, those kids were so excited to get those. So start looking for them. They're going to be placed this week. We have several locations that you can buy tickets. You can even buy them online. You do get to pick your playhouse. So when you get your ticket, you'll say, hey, I really want number 2, and you just write that on there, because we'll have 6 different boxes to draw from. So 6 winners, just in time for Christmas.
That's right. They have the Fanta C, get it? Fanta, the red
Villa.
Fanta soda, Fanta C Villa.
That's the one by Gulf Coast.
She said, she shed. That is really hard to say.
Yes, it is difficult.
That one is.
And the builders actually pick their names.
Oh,
They
cool.
do all that. They do everything. They provide the labor, the materials.
Yeah.
Jesse with Seal Construction has one called Cottage at the Beach, and it'll be placed at McWilliams. I'm sure it will be fantastic. I haven't seen it yet. We have 2 this year by Superior Homes. They're
Very superior.
Very superior. Yeah, they kind of just went over and above. They're actually doing one in conjunction with Northside Baptist called Oh Come All You Faithful. That one will be placed at Prosperity Bank.
Awesome.
We have one that they're doing called Christmas at Graceland, and that one's going to be at Vera Bank. And then the one from Trinity ISD is called the Wacky Shack. It is a Looney Tunes type house. It's all
Sweet.
crooked. The shop supervisor said he will never do that again. But those kids learned a lot about geometry during that whole project.
That would be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those
All
upside
wonky,
down type.
all wonky.
Cool.
So, and another neat caveat to this is that all 6 of these playhouses will be in the Huntsville Lions Club Christmas Parade on
Oh,
December
cool.
6th. Plus, the CASA office will have a float as well. So we will take up a city block as we travel down the parade. So
When are the tickets? When can folks start buying the
Today.
tickets? Today. Okay.
they, after I leave here today, I will start delivering tickets to some of the locations that are going to be selling them for us. Several of the location sites are selling them. Walker County Federal Credit Union is going to be selling them. They're our title presenting sponsor. And then, like I said, you can purchase them at the CASA office. We have several friends that are selling them and board members. And then you can purchase them online starting today. So you just have to get your ticket so you can win. You know.
Perfect. Well, Laura, appreciate that. Let's switch gears and go to Miss Rachel Drake. More events on the way, Miss Program Director. What do you got cooking for us?
Well, you know, it's funny you commented on our Christmas attire. But honestly, if it's one thing we do love to do, it's Christmas, and you know, whether that's in July or actual Christmas time. And so for us, Christmas starts early, not just because of Parade of Playhouses, but because Christmas for our kids takes a lot of planning. And so right now, today kicks off our annual toy drive. So we're partnering with several businesses throughout Huntsville, Trinity, and San Jacinto County. And they're hosting the toy drive box from today until the first Monday in December, which is December 1st. And they'll collect toys, and we serve children from 0, like removed at the hospital, unfortunately, all the way up to 18. And so there's just a lot of kids, a lot of wide variety of needs. And so thankfully, Laura can attest to it. You know, she's seen our Christmas, and we have an incredible amount of support from the community who rallies to make sure that our kids have something to open on Christmas. And so it's great because our advocates can talk to the caregivers ahead of time. And so that's why we do it so early, because Christmas is, you know, towards the end of December, but it takes a lot of planning. Our kids are not placed locally, so it's not like I can go on the 20th and drop this off on the 23rd and just run down the road. Like, they're placed, you know, like I said earlier, sometimes 2-3 hours away, whether that's with an aunt or with a foster parent. It just kind of depends on their needs. And so it takes coordination of, I need to plan around, you know, the caregivers' holidays. They've got workers coming to visit with them, attorneys, therapists, everybody. So like on a normal month, their schedule is wild. And so then you throw in the Christmas and the festivities and the holidays, it amps it up. And so we try and run our toy drive through the whole month of November, get them in-house starting December 1st. So that way it gives our advocates time to come in, make their selections, and coordinate their visits to get out to see them, whether that's the very first week or actually being closer to Christmas. And so they can talk and say, like, okay, what does little Johnny want on his Christmas list? What do his siblings need? And so it's really great because they can coordinate to say, like, I really need help with gifts from Santa because I just took in a sibling set of 4 on top of my 2 kids 2 months ago, and you know, Christmas is going to be a stretch this year. And so they can help coordinate with that and help supply the needs. And especially you know, it's just hard on families economically to take on this role. And so the best we can do is support them any way that we find. And so this is one of the ways that we kind of help ease the burden, not only on the caregivers but also the kids, because the holidays always bring a little extra reminder and strain that you're removed from your parents and your normal family traditions. And so there's a lot of things we try and do to help ease that burden. And Christmas presents on Christmas morning shouldn't have to be something a kid worries about.
That's good, Rachel. I'm so glad that y'all do what you do, and with especially the focus obviously on the organization as children and helping them through some really, really tough times. Well, Laura, we have just a couple of minutes remaining. Any final comments that you'd like to pitch in to us? I know a lot of great things happening. These two events, really big opportunities for folks to get involved, but maybe anything else that's on your heart this morning?
Yeah, I just want everybody to, if you don't really know what CASA is, I encourage you to check out our website. Come talk to us. We'll be glad to share with you what we do. For me, it has been such an eye-opener the last 2 years. I knew what CASA was, but I didn't know what CASA was, if that makes sense. I attended court with Rachel and one of our advocate supervisors a couple weeks ago, and it's tough. It's tough seeing those children. Children shouldn't have to worry about those things.
Yeah.
They truly shouldn't, And our advocates are providing such a resource for them, such a, like I said, a sense of hope. And so it's so important what we do, the work that we do, the mission that we do. We have so many people that love and support us, either financially or by volunteering, just giving their time, which is extremely important. So there's so many different ways you can support CASA. Like I said, you can be an advocate. We will be having another CASA 101 soon. You can watch that for that and find out when that is, and then you can come and actually listen to find out what it does mean to be an advocate. It's not for everybody. It does take a lot of time, and you got to have a special heart for that. But if that's not your fit, you can volunteer. We do all these events because we receive about half of our funding through grants, but the other half we do have to fundraise, just like all the nonprofits, And so there's that way. Then there's ways to support financially, whether you're a business or an organization, or if you're just an individual that wants to donate $25 a month just to support the cause. It's very much needed. Unfortunately, it's very much needed. But we are providing that sense of hope for these children. And she said, we see them from the time of birth all the way through their entire childhood. So.
Well, folks, I want to encourage you this morning, go to casaofwalkercounty.org for more information. You can see these events that are coming up and much more. You talked about the advocates. One final thought for me is everyone associated with the organization is so passionate about what they do. And it became real to me, even though she's been gone for a long time, it finally became real that Janet Davidson is no longer with you. I know it's been a long time.
Yeah. But we hadn't been that long, actually.
Well, we had our business meeting. We do a quarterly business meeting here at church, and we always go through who has joined the church and who has officially left the church. Well, they have transferred by letter now to where they're at in Arkansas. So I was like, oh, it's official. She's no longer here. Yeah, she does come back. Well, thank y'all so much. Rachel, thank y'all so much for being here today. And I want to encourage folks, again, casaofwalkercounty.org. Get involved and continue to make a difference.
And I do want to put one last little plug on the Parade Playhouses. Remember, it's not just for littles. Some of these houses are legit for adults, too. So if you're looking for a man cave, Rob, if you need someplace to go when you're in trouble, or
Rick and I want that wacky one so we can hang out in there.
Or if a lady wants a she shed, be careful. I mean, they are. And I would encourage you, the specs for each playhouse will be up soon. They're not all there now. The builders are still sending those in and pictures, but those will be on there too, so you can see, the dimensions and things like that. So if you want to pick your playhouse, but you can't win if you don't buy one.
That's right. And buy many
yes,
and support
buy
this.
Many.
So, well, thank y'all. Appreciate you so much, Lord. Rachel. Thank you. I always appreciate y'all being on, and thank y'all for bringing a little holiday cheer to get the pre-Thanksgiving festivities started. So, well, we'll step aside and take a break. We couldn't have friends like CASA, our program, and highlight the positive and keep all of our content free if it wasn't for our generous supporters, including on a Monday, our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll have an article up on the website a little bit later this afternoon or tomorrow about these events, and you can also, of course, go to casaofwalkercounty.org. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. It is Kaye's Monday Mindset and Rick's and Kaye's Top 10 when we come back. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
All right. Well, it is that time of the week to think about things, to think about what am I going to do this week to maybe better myself, maybe to better things around me, maybe even just to think about different ways to approach things. And it's always a lot of fun here during the week to get started on the right mindset. And it is time now as we continue our series. This is Kaye's Monday Mindset. Kaye, talk a little bit about leading today, and I'll hand it over to you. Thank you.
Yes, just like your person that waited on you in Arby's, you can lead without a title. You don't have to wear a name badge or sit in the corner office to be a leader. Leadership isn't about titles, it's about influence. It's the way you treat people, the energy you bring into a room, and the example you set, especially when no one's watching. Robin Sharma says, you don't need a position to be a leader, you just need to be a person who leads. And that's something every one of us can do, whether we're teaching in a classroom, serving families, managing a team, or just showing up in our community every day. Leadership is service, not status. The best leaders aren't chasing recognition, they're lifting people up. They listen, they encourage, and they lead by example. When your motive is to make others better, leadership naturally follows. Influence starts where you are. You don't have to wait for a promotion or permission. Every day you have opportunities to lead through patience with a coworker, kindness toward a parent, or encouragement to a child. Culture starts with you. In every workplace, family, or classroom, one person's attitude can change everything. Be the one who stays calm when things get hard. Be the one who says, we'll figure this out. That's leadership in action. So for this week, you need to model the standard. Pick one behavior you'd like to see more of. Positivity, respect, patience, and live it out this week. Leadership by example builds trust. Lift someone up. Encourage someone who might be feeling unseen. A simple word can change someone's whole day. Remind others that they matter. Lead yourself first. Start each morning by asking, how can I show up as my best self today? Self-leadership is the foundation for everything else. True leadership isn't granted, it's grown. It shows up in how we treat people, how we solve problems, and how we handle pressure. This week, don't wait for a title or a platform. Lead right where you are, with what you have, and with all your heart, because that's how everyday heroes are made.
That's so good, Kaye. And, you know, the one thing you mentioned about leadership is just leading by example. You know, and I tie a lot of our lives into ministry. You know, we're called as Christians to live a life like Jesus, right? To love on people, to be compassionate, to have grace. there was a story this weekend, and some of this, I started thinking about the story of Frank Murphy. He was an NFL player, and he was headed towards disaster. And of all the people that changed his trajectory in life, it was a janitor at his school. I don't like to use the word janitor, but he used it. I usually say custodian, but he said janitor. And this janitor had stopped him in the hall and said, I don't know why I need to tell you this, but I feel the Holy Spirit telling me that you need to change your life right now and get it right and quit doing the things that you're doing. And in that moment, that janitor became a leader to him and led by example, something that was pressing on her heart, to be kind to someone, right? To share something. And he shared a story on Saturday. I was watching the news. He shared this story on Saturday of all the people in his life. That was the one person that changed the trajectory. He said, in that moment, I felt something that I've never felt before. And we know what it is. It was the Holy Spirit. But he said, I got off the drugs and I changed my entire life. And I quit that path of destruction. And so this morning, think about your role as a leader. You don't have to be this top executive at an organization to lead. You can lead in your house. I've always heard that in order to be a great leader, start at home. Mm-hmm. Lead in your home. The one challenge, you just challenged us, Kaye, and you said model the standard. Pick one behavior you'd like to see more of. I'm going to be transparent in my life this week. As you were reading this, I thought about it. It's working. Kaye's Monday mindset has got me thinking that I need to be more patient. That is one area that I struggle with tremendously. And it's not patience with things that I do here or at the church. It's patience at home. And how can I be a good leader for my children if I can't start in the home? And how can I teach them patience if I'm myself not being patient? And I think as a parent, that's one of the hardest attributes that you have to learn. And I'm learning as I go. I've gotten a lot better, but I still struggle with it. So thank you for that, Kaye, because this morning I want to focus on patience this week. And I think that's going to help me. I know that's going to help me be a better leader in my house. So it's good stuff.
I will say, do not pray for patience. God will put more and more opportunities in front of you to let you practice that patience.
Pray for strength.
I figure Solomon had it right when he prayed for wisdom, because that gives you the wisdom to handle the situations that you need patience for.
Yeah. Well, this is really good. We're going to post this on our website, by the way. You'll be able to see that in the app and on our website a little bit later today. It's Kaye's Monday Mindset. It's a whole series. And if you go to the app or on the website, Kyle's already going because he wants to get his points. But if you go to he's like, his cheeks turned red. See, he knew. But this is so good. And I want folks to go back, and maybe you've never went to that guides and features section. You'll see it. It's super easy. It says Kaye's Monday Mindset. There's a lot of really good information in there. And go back and look at the previous weeks. And friends, I'm telling this to you as I tell myself, when we hear these things, put them into action. Put them into action. And I think the more that we encourage people every day, that's what this show's about. It's lifting up and encouraging people in our community and beyond. Fiona, who's joining us from Ireland, she listens to the show every day. And I was sitting there thinking, is somebody, what do they call it, like catfishing or joking with you, when they – But then I started thinking Fiona is like an Ireland type name, right, Rick?
I would think so.
Yeah. So, Fiona, if you're out there this morning, welcome in again. I don't know what time it is over there in Ireland, but
probably about 6 hours behind us.
Yeah. So, welcome in as you're waking up this morning.
No, ahead. Sorry.
But we do want to encourage you, go and do that. And Kaye, of course, we bring this to you from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools as well. But it's Kaye's Monday Mindset. So thank you, really good one. Rick, is there anything, not to get deep on you, but is there anything maybe from that you heard that's like, you know what, maybe I need to work on that this week?
She's the one that practices patience with me. I can't believe you did that again.
I don't think I've ever said
You've
that.
You've never said that. I'm just teasing.
I think that is a big one, though, for so many of us, and especially, those that are involved in business or work, and just patience,
See, I grew up with 4 sisters, learned patience. I
never left on time for anything.
Yeah, and, there was one bathroom in my house with 4 girls. So I held it for like 6 years.
You mastered it pretty quick. Well, that's good. One other thing that I like this too, and listen to this, what Kaye read. Start each morning with this. How can I show up as my best self today? You know, one habit that I've gotten into the mindset of that's really helped us in the morning with the morning routine and all that is I try to start off the right way. One, you know, in prayer and read a little bit of scripture. I get a little daily devotional. I try to do that right away before I even get out of bed. Then the second thing, when I get the children up, the first thing that I tell them now is we're going to have a great day today. I try to implant that into their mind right away, that we're going to have a great day. And I'm hoping that is going to mold them into knowing, maybe it's like a precursor for them, especially as they get older, when they think about getting upset, they're going to remember, no, we're going to have a great day today. And I'm trying to teach them younger right now, to implant that into their mind that no matter what, we're going to have a great day today. We're going to get started on the right foot. We're going to have a great day today. And
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
When you're waking up, you're meditating, reading the Bible or praying or whatever. How about when you wake them up, you say a prayer of gratitude and teach them to be grateful?
That's good, yeah. I like that.
Because when you think about how the blessings you have and how grateful you are for things like just even waking up or being able to get out of bed.
Or having Molly bring you a coffee.
Yeah. I don't have that.
When you are grateful for the little things,
Show off.
It sets your pattern for your day.
It is, yeah. We pray at night. I've never thought about that, Kaye. That's next week's Monday Mindset Tune-In. No, it's good, though. I like it. Well, again, go to our website, hellohuntsvilletx.com. We'll have that article up here probably within the hour or so. As soon as we wrap up the show, we'll have that up. So go and read that. And you can also download our app and just tap on guides and features, and boom, it'll be right there up near the top. Well, let's take a brief break. We're going to play just a couple of spots. And when we come back, it's another we have like so many great segments on Mondays now. We have Kaye's Monday Mindset, and then we have
Rick and Kaye's Top 10.
Rick's and Kaye's Top 10.
It could just be Rick's Top 10.
Oh.
Well, it's a very subtle, like, Rick's, and then, and Kaye's Top 10. So we'll take a brief break. And I love it now because I don't know what's cooking. It's fun.
Right.
So we're going to take a brief break. We'll do that, and we'll wrap up the show. And also a very special thing this week that Kyle Kreiner and I talked about last week. We're going to announce that, too. So stay locked in, ways that you can continue help and supporting the community. We will have that Top 10, though, when we come back. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville, and we will be back right after this.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
And now, I just like to say and now, coming at you live from Studio 1229J. Pure radio greatness, even though we're on a podcast. It's time for Rick's and Kay's Top 10. Take it away.
So today is not national, but worldwide celebrate Jellyfish Day.
Yes.
Because
Jellyfish.
I thought it'd never
because
come.
even creatures without brains get their own holiday.
That's true. So it's a day to celebrate the world's most mysterious, sting-happy ocean blobs.
So basically, floating noodles with attitude.
Yeah, pretty much. Start the day, the number 10. Start the day by floating around aimlessly and accomplishing nothing. Boom, you're already halfway to being a jellyfish.
Finally, a productivity goal I can actually hit.
Number 9 is skip brushing your hair. Embrace that underwater chick look.
You don't want to see this without unbrushed. I mean, it's like Huntsville Medusa.
Number 8 is stay calm and transparent. Jellyfish don't hide their feelings. They just glow about it.
I'm going to try that at staff meetings. I'm not mad. I'm just bioluminescent.
Yeah, and that red color that you have. Number 7, go sting someone who annoys you, but in a professional way, like an email with, per my last message.
That passive-aggressive sting, the deadliest of all species.
Number 6 is don't worry about having a brain. Jellyfish have survived 650 million years without one.
And that explains half the drivers on I-45.
Number 5.
The other half are in the city limits of Huntsville.
Oh, that's ugly. Number 5 is eat something squishy in their honor, like Jell-O. It's the circle of life with whipped cream.
If it wiggles, giggles, or jiggles, it's a tribute.
Yes.
Number 4, practice going with the flow. That's Jellyfish for I gave up arguing 3 currents ago.
That's such not good advice. That's our marriage philosophy.
Number 3, at the office replace I'm overwhelmed with I'm just drifting gracefully through deadlines.
I'm stealing that. It sounds better than a coffee mug.
Number 2 is wear something see-through today in spirit of jellyfish transparency.
Rick, this is radio, not spring break. Calm down.
I try. And the number 1, remember, jellyfish have been around longer than dinosaurs. So if you're feeling old today, just tell people you're ocean vintage.
That's my new line. Not older, just more buoyant.
So go with the flow, Huntsville. And if life stings a little today, just remember, you're still glowing.
Amen to that. Now, pass the Jell-O and keep the tentacles to yourself.
Well,
No stinging. No stinging
I got thrown
today.
out of IHOP because you're supposed to urinate on a jelly sting and not a jelly stain.
Is that a myth or is that a real thing?
The ammonia is supposed to relieve the stinging.
Oh, don't start saying ammonia. I start thinking about cats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
Now, who's got a cat on the ship?
happy World Jellyfish.
World Jellyfish, not national.
Day.
World Jellyfish Day.
Yeah, when you're talking about like blubbling around, I don't know the word, but I just made up a word, blubbling around.
Blubbling?
I'm blubbling around a lot lately.
I have a little blubber myself.
That's all those Arby's trips.
Oh yeah, the gyro. How do you say it? Gyro. So, well, there it is. Rick and Kaye. Rick and Kaye's top 10.
I kind of like having her in there.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's fun. That was a fun one today. World Jellyfish Day. So send us your favorite jellyfish sting pictures that you had over the years. Kyle, you ever been stung by a jellyfish? I got stung by one this summer, and we were at the Seabrook, Texas, over there. It's El Jardín Beach. Love that place. Don't go there, by the way, because it's kind of a hidden gem. Don't ever go there.
Okay. Because there's jellyfish.
Yeah. Well, I was in the and all of a sudden, man, it felt like somebody was just burning the fire out of my ankle right here. And I looked down, and sure enough, there's a little old jelly just floating around. So, you ever been stung by one?
I've never been stung by jellyfish.
I'm telling you, it is, and it barely even touched me, just barely. And it was fire for the next 2 or 3 hours, and this whole ankle just turned red immediately. So, anyways, World Jellyfish Day. Go get stung by one and have a great day.
Now, you don't want to get stung by a box jellyfish.
Yeah.
Or a box of jellyfish.
No, not at all. Well, hey, fun day this morning. Thank you all. And I always want to remind people of this. You know, we come on, we have a good time, but there's a lot of seriousness to what we do. And I want folks to always know when we send out that newsletter every week, our newsletter now going to over 40, or I wish 46. It'll be there one day. 2,600 people get our newsletter now. We don't charge for any of that. We don't charge for our website. We don't charge for the app. There's nothing. The only way that we can do that is because of generous support from our foundation sponsors, such as Tomorrow's Promise. And because of their support and many others that are part of the show is kind of just the backbone for everything else that we do. Again, when you hear these businesses around town, go by and see them. Go support them. And maybe soon we'll have some gold coins up at some of the businesses too.
We might.
So we were Kyle is wanting to get his points. So one final thing before we go, we had mentioned this on Friday, and Kyle had a great idea. We are launching today the Hope Stays Open campaign. And Kyle's already committed to supporting 4 families through this. Our goal is $100 that we are going to give away per week now through this month and possibly even into next month. And we'd love to bless more than one family a week. And so make sure that you continue to follow us on social media. Along with Kaye's article, we're going to have up the way to donate. We've already set that up on the back end. We just got to flip the switch on it. But look for that Hope Stays Open campaign. The money that's coming in that we're receiving from that will go through Spirit Media as a 501c3 nonprofit. And then we'll also have the application where people can register there if they need some financial assistance. This is all in conjunction with the government being closed down. And I wish that we could bless every single person that needs the help, but we're going to do it by a drawing, and then we're going to verify to keep things honest. You know, they'll have to provide a letter that says their benefits have been canceled or something like that. But this was a great idea that Kyle saw from a friend, and he wanted to do it here in Huntsville and Walker County. So stay up to date with our website and our social media, and we will have those links to where you can donate and be a part of that. So, again, another event that we get to promote. Thanks to you guys for being here on the show and allowing us the resources to do that. Okay, fun morning. Any final comments? I know you guys got to get rolling, and we got a busy week ready to roll. So any final comments before we go today?
Go vote, but once. It's not what he's saying.
Vote early, vote often.
Yeah. Pretend you're someone that died in 1820. You could probably vote. No, I'm just kidding. That's about as political as we get on the show. I do. Yeah, go vote.
Just go vote.
Just go vote. Early voting's over, so today, no voting. But then tomorrow, voting.
Is the actual day.
The voting day, so go vote. A lot on the ticket, too. So a lot of things in our community to consider, and just go vote. That's all we're saying. So, Rick, any final comments from you besides go vote?
No, I'm pretty commented out.
All right. We just put a line through you. Microsoft Word, I hit Control-S, strike through, and done. I think that's save, actually.
I think it is.
Yeah, see. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Big thanks to Kyle for hanging out with us. Also, Laura Green, Rachel Drake for being on the show. Kyle had the goofiest wave. We need to save that and put it as the goodbye message in the show.
I like it.
I like it, too.
We love you, Huntsville. Thank you so much for being a part. And, again, really focus on making a difference. Go read the articles. Go read the Kaye's Monday Mindset that we'll have up here in a little bit as well. It's going to help you get your week started off right. We love you, Huntsville. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Jason Thompson will be joining us with Guardian Defense. And we do have a busy week here on the show, so make sure that you stay locked in and connected, as tomorrow we will have Terry Coleman. She is our real estate expert on Hello Huntsville dropping by, and also Tara Burnett. We had to make room for 2 tomorrow. Tara wants to come on and talk about some important events happening at the Hearts Veterans Museum. We'll have Karen Altum on Wednesday, and then on Thursday also we will have more guests. So we are booked up through the week, which is great. And so, again, stay connected here to Hello Huntsville. For Kaye and Rick Boehning, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise Somebody out there needs you. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy new November as we start a new month. And we'll see you back at it tomorrow at 7:30. So long. God bless. Have a great morning. Thank you, Rick and Kay.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle.